time of year around here, getting ready for Thanksgiving, and like everything else in my life, I try and look for ways to Greek it up. Well, in this case today, I'm gonna make for you and show you how to make a Greek-style orzo salad. It's a cold salad. It's served as a side dish. You can serve this as a main, I guess, but it's a vegetarian side dish that will go great with any celebration and any meal. So in this salad, basically, I have 1 carrot for sweetness, some feta cheese, orzo, salt and pepper, Greek extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, Greek oregano, some green olives that are stuffed with pimentos, some red sweet pepper, onions, and diced tomatoes. So first things first, what I'm going to do is salt my water. I've already got my pot here boiling just to save us some time. So I'm just going to add a little bit of salt into the water and get that going. And I'm going to add a pack, 450 grams of orzo. This won't take long at all, actually. It'll take maybe 4, 5, maybe 6 minutes tops. So that goes in there just like that. And I'm going to give that a quick stir. Nothing worse than having orzo stick to the bottom, so get that moving. So perfect. Now that our orzo is in and boiling, the next part of this, I'm going to take a carrot and really quickly just shred it up in my food processor. I'm using 1 onion that I'm going to quarter and remove the skin and just put that in the food processor. All right, so now our onion is in there. The next thing to go in is our sweet red pepper. And for this, I'm just using a couple of peppers. I'm actually, for this recipe, I will not kid you, I'm actually doubling this up for the sake of Thanksgiving here, which is tomorrow for us. So basically, I'm feeding up close to 20 people, so I want to have enough to go around. It is a salad, but you still want to make enough for everybody to have. So now that our pepper and our onion is in here, I'm just going to whip this up and kind of break everything down. So now I'm just going to take this and move this into our bowl as well. And that's perfect. Just like that. Our orzo is coming along great. In fact, it's pretty much done. You don't need much of this at all, and you don't want to overdo this either, believe me, or it'll just turn just gross on you. So I'm just going to throw this into my colander, and let that just sit there for a second. The tomato you want to use or cut up, you want to have a little bit of texture to it. So you want to have a little bit of chew in the salad as well. So what I do is I just cut it up into small pieces, maybe 1/4 by 1/4 or something like that, which isn't too big, but you don't want it too small either. All right, so now we have a couple of our tomatoes in there. They're actually diced up, so they're looking really good. The next thing is a little Greek oregano, as if there's any other kind. And for this, you're gonna put a couple of teaspoons of dried Greek oregano, salt to taste. You don't wanna go too light on the salt in this. I know I preach about salt, but you gotta have a right kind of seasoning to kind of balance everything out, and the pasta. As well now, some cracked black pepper. For this, I'm using, I've told you I'm doubling up the recipe, that's fine, but typically you're gonna use about 120 grams of feta. You can dice it up or cube it up and make it all look pretty and everything. I'm just the old school rustic type, and I just basically just crumble my feta in and let the chips fall where they may. So now that our feta and tomato is in here along with our onion and our peppers, I'm gonna throw in a few green olives, the stuffed green olives. I love these things. They might not be the Greekest ingredient, but they're absolutely amazing. And even if you put some of the brine in here, totally fine. It will totally work. The next part of this is our orzo that's going in. Just gonna leave this here and slowly start mixing this all in. I've tried this salad a few ways, and in terms of cold pasta, warm pasta, hot pasta, I found that the flavors come out the most when you add the pasta when it's hot. for some reason, the flavors just come out more. They become more intense in terms of your seasonings and your ingredients that are into this. It's a little dry at this point, and don't worry because we haven't added yet any olive oil or our balsamic vinegar. Now, in terms of the dressing for this, you don't want to go too light as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to go a 1/4 cup of balsamic. In this case, I'm going 1/2 cup because I've doubled up the recipe. And 1/2 cup, or in this case, 1 cup of our Greek extra virgin olive oil. Now this is where all the flavors are going to intensify. They're going to all blend. You're going to add a little creaminess with the balsamic and the olive oil. And one little secret as well that I'll tell you, make this, if you can, make this from the day before or the night ahead. You will thank me later, I promise you. The flavors will have a chance to marry and blend. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, and just so you know, I'm going to try some of this. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. All the flavors are bang on. Now all I'm going to do for this is simply put it in the refrigerator overnight, and tomorrow evening for Thanksgiving dinner, I'm going to serve this up, and it's going to be an absolute hit. So my dear friends, that is it for this episode on a Greek orzo salad. Super easy to make, nothing to it. Orzo, onion, pepper, feta, olive oil, vinegar, some olives, and you've got an absolutely magnificent salad that's delicious, it's nutritious, and super easy to make. So I hope you try this. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button, please, I hope you do. Subscribe, share this with your friends, the recipe, social media. Let's get the word out there. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye for now.